Because this is going to be kind of a two-in-one video. So, the first part of the video, I'm actually showing you two things because I'm not going to say their name because they do not have a, public account, but a family member of ours makes, basically does a lot of, crafting, DIY, that sort of stuff, and she made two things for me, a shirt and a cup. Also, this came today. I'm very excited about it. My EXO VIP package came today, and I love it so much. And I'm not gonna show you everything, but I will show you this because it is a super exclusive VIP package. But then the second part of this video is gonna be showing you, well, actually before I do it, I'm gonna pull the ballet bar out for safety and put the mat. But I'm gonna be showing you a couple tricks on the aerialist dance hammock. I'm gonna kind of do it like last time, where I'm gonna take you over there, show you, bring you back over here, put the charger in the tablet, and explain it to you, and then I'm gonna show you one, and it's gonna be the base for all of these, and then do not do this at home. So I'm gonna start with the shirt that she made. Here it is. And it's literally just says Andy Fans Forever, my channel name, and then I love it because it's pink. It's pink, and then it has a blue microphone, and then that laces, they look like point shoes, and then some stars, and it is kind of big, but that's completely my parents' fault. And I say that because because of the fact that I'm kind of in between where I'm short. So I still technically fit in bigger sizes of kids' clothes. I'm gonna do that because let me adjust. So I fit in kids' clothes, and it's the thing where when I was little, I never paid attention to what size clothes I am. When I was little, that was not me because I was a little kid, rocking my JoJo. I never wear this one. I love this one though because it's a hair tie bow, and at first I was iffy on the hair tie bow. So what I do is I have this type of hair tie that I love. You can go watch. I did a little Lolly Talks where I show them, but they're a kind of hair tie that doesn't leave a dent in your hair, and so I put my hair in a ponytail using one, and then I put it on top, and I love it because I can make my bow a little more perky. And I can make it really stand up better, and I love it. The reason I'm showing you the shirt and not the rest of it is because you can order the shirt by itself for $20 if you go to XOD Pop Merch. But I love the shirt. It's super cute. The one that she made me, it turned out super cute, and I now kind of know my sizing, in which is a 14, 16 or something. But I sometimes will double check with my parents. Sometimes because I just do that sometimes, even though I kind of don't need to. And so basically, including the sizing, my parents, it ended up being a little bit big and oversized, but that's totally fine because the merry-go-round shirt that I'm wearing is more like a dress on me because my dad went off on the sizing of my JoJo like tour sweatshirt, and it's big on me, and so listen. But then I love the shirt that she made. It's big, but it will work. Also, I feel like because I'm always wearing like Siwa and EXO and Depop and like Squad, that the shirt is like I find that's a little big because I'm using it more as like something to represent the channel, because it literally is promoting the channel and the fans forever, my YouTube channel, and it's something that like works because I can like easy like grab it, throw it on over something if I like need to like for something. And what I mean by that is like it's the sort of thing that like for an example, and like my sister came and like took me to like the beach or something, and I just needed something to throw on top of like my bathing suit for in the car, and then like get there and like take it off really quickly and stuff. Like it's gonna be great. Then here is the cup. I love it. It's so sparkly. I love that it's a twisty thing. So like there's a hole and then you twist with. And it's super sparkly. And again, it says Andy Fans Forever with the point shoes from the looks. And then the microphone and then the stars. So, and then this side says Lolly. And so yeah, that I love the items. They're super cute. I'm gonna actually take the tour jacket off, the squad tour one, so I'm gonna do that in a minute. And I'm gonna give you a quick warning. Do not do this stuff on the dance hammock at home. Like, I'm being very safe while doing it, and I say this because of the fact that the dance hammock is a lot of fun, but it is also dangerous because, and the stuff that I'm doing today is even more dangerous than the last one. But I'm being very safe. I'm moving the ballet bar out of the way because I learned my lesson with that, because I didn't one day, and then I like did something a little bit wrong, and I like slid out of it. Luckily, I was like completely safe and stuff. But when I slid out of it, I landed on the ballet bar. Like literally, I like landed and like on the part of the ballet bar touching the ground. But I'm being very safe, and I'm putting a mat down, super safe. And the reason I say this is more dangerous is because this, like in the last one, I showed you some like easier like ones that like aren't involved laying down. This time, it's standing up. But I'm being very safe, and I do not recommend it because for you guys, because for safety reasons, and because with the dance hammock, you're doing stuff in the air. So yeah, I'm gonna like take this off really quick, and I'm gonna very quickly, like the first I'm gonna show you this shirt. It's like a giant dress, and don't worry, I'm wearing white shorts. And then I'm gonna twist you for a minute as I move this out of the way. That's good. Then I'm going to talk to you. The first thing is the most basic. This is the base to all the things, where I'm going to take you over there. And I'm going to show you. And it's basically just holding on and standing up. I'm going to I'm going to do it on this side because... Sorry, I can't give you the best angle. Well, let's open this. My right foot is going in. And I'm gonna redo this. because I didn't spread that out all the way and it was making it challenge. And then if I want to, I can go hands free, but for safety, I'm not, and then I'm stepping out. So, I'm going to show you from the floor. Oh wait, this might work better angle-wise. Okay. I'm gonna hook you up. And I'm gonna explain that is like, literally with that, all I'm doing is, first thing for that and how to really like do it is, number one, I make sure the bottom is spread out enough. Sorry. And the reason I make sure the bottom's spread out enough is that way my entire, like, I can put both of my feet on there without, like, having them half off. You know, like, and I hold on the entire time. I did do a little hands-free moment, don't worry, I'm being very safe. And that's more of an extreme version. And that is what I would typically do if I was, like, doing, like, dance photos. Pretty soon, I don't know when, I'm gonna actually take some new, like, profile pictures. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have my dad take them, and they're gonna be, like, dance themed. That's what I would do my hands free if I was doing, like, like, a photo, like, for, like, a profile picture, like, to make it more, like, cool looking. And with that warning, it does swing a little bit, but it's not an insane amount, and I'm being very safe. The next one is kind of similar, but with that one, I step out in front, but you can step out in front or behind. It really doesn't make a difference. And like, the only difference, if you step out behind, you're gonna be behind it, and you can kind of do other cool, like, tricks. If you step out in front, you're gonna be in front of it, and you can still do other stuff. With it, again, safety hazard. Do not do this at home. Now, if you're wondering why there's no mat, I do this a lot. I'm very safe while doing this. In this, I have trained myself on what to do and what not to do. So I am being very safe to the point where I would never do this for someone specifically, like, in the place, like, I would never, like, do this in front of, like, a little, like, kid or something, like, if they were, like, actually, like, for an example, like, if Bella was here or something, I would use the mat, because I don't want to encourage her to be unsafe. I do this a lot. I have done this literally for over a year now. I'm just standing on it, like, since I put it in, I have worked on this. So I'm very safe. I do not need the mat, but the mat is, like, nearby. So, safety first. This next one is kind of similar, but it's a little more advanced. So that's, like, the basic. This next one is more advanced, and I say that because there's more movement going on. We're doing a twist. I'm going to show you from the floor angle because I like that angle a lot more. Make sure this is spread out. I'm putting my right foot in, really spreading it out, and then I'm, like, kind of stepping up, and then I'm literally twisting. We're going to twist it one more. head goes through. And then I can step out in front. There we go. Okay, so that one is extreme. Not all of them are, but literally with that one right there, and I choose my right side because that's my better balance and stuff. Then I literally hold on, put my right foot in, make sure it's in good, and then I use my left foot to kind of almost do a kickoff to twist it. And I try to not twist it too much, just a little bit, because if I twist it too much, it makes it harder for me to really get in it. And what I mean by that is when I'm doing this, I try to make sure I can get my shoulder, from my shoulders down, and to where I can lean forward a little bit, because if my arms are behind it and I'm leaning forward a little bit, it's less chances I'm going to fall out. So I'm twisting a little bit, and then when I got it right, where I'm like, okay, this is good, I bring my left foot up, and there's actually multiple versions you can do with this. You can just bring your left foot up and put it in with your right foot, or you can go into a apostate, or if you really are good at it, you do almost you can put your leg out to the side. I don't. Here, there's so many things, whatever you feel works. Or you can just slightly lift it off the ground a little bit. And then I just let it twist. And then at the very end, I am squeezing tight the whole time. And at the very end, it kind of almost starts to twist and then comes like this. So it's a really cool, I feel like that's something that if you were doing an aerialist dance hammock combo and you were performing or something, you could do that in the routine for a very simple part that's still really cool. And that's this next one, we're not spinning, but it's hard because the next one I'm standing up, and then but before I stand up in it, I'm actually twisting the bottom. So it makes a little pocket that I put my foot into. And then it I'm just going to show you. Do not do this at home. I'm being very sick. Okay, I'm doing it here. Then I'm twisting like this. So it's kind of. My right foot is going in. Oh wait, I already messed this up and I know. Okay, but it's okay. Sorry, I messed that up. Just normal standing. Oh, we're not even in it. I'm standing. And then let me twist. Oh wait, that's what it is. I'm going up to passe. I'm wrapping the leg around, and my foot is going down pointed. So it's literally touching the ground. And then I'm leaning forward. And then to come out, I'm bringing my foot up a little bit. We're hitting passe again. And then I'm slowly going into an Arab pass, a very, very low Arab pass. And then my foot is touching the ground. and it comes up and kicks my bottom. Now let me explain. So literally what I do is I stand up on it normal, and then I go up, I bring my other leg up to passe, which is a dance position. And then I wrap that leg around the bottom of it, and then my foot goes straight down pointed to touch the ground. And then, to come out of it, I bring it up, I untwist, passe, and then I like to add the little arabesque, like a very minor arabesque. We're not going into full arabesque, just a little bit of arabesque, because it looks really cool. And that is the last one that I'm showing you for today. But I thought this would be fun to not do this at home for safety reasons. I am going to go watch YouTube and stuff. Today I have one dance class that I'm excited for because it's hip hop. And last week I almost forgot the combo, but one of my dance friends saved me, and that was really helpful by doing it with their hands. So I literally remembered. And also, you kind of can't blame me because I want to talk about that for a minute. First, I'm going to put my squad tour jacket back on because I like having one of these jackets on at all times because they're fun, representing the squad. So I want to talk about that for a minute. And I am the type where I feel like I'm harder on myself when I'm messing up or making mistakes in something I'm strong in or really good at. So with hip hop, in one of my strong areas, I love performing. I love that high energy performance element. And so for me, when I mess up in hip hop, which last week was the first time that I actually messed up, yes, there has been times in the past that I've been challenged a little bit, but there's never been a time when I actually forgot something massive or a massive section. Yes, I have forgot here and there little things, but not a whole section. It's oh, we'll be doing it, and then I'll forget one tiny bit or something. I'll forget one move every once in a while, which makes sense. And then we'll go over it, and then I'll have it, and that's good. But last week I freaked out on myself because I literally forgot it wasn't oh, I forgot one move. I literally forgot I want to say 16 counts. It was a good little bit, a couple of moves, and so literally my dance friends saved me luckily by doing it with their hands. So I'm the type where when it's something I'm good at and I mess up, is when I'm really hard on myself. And I don't really know why I messed up last week. But that's the sort of thing, and I don't mean that in a braggy way, oh, I don't know why I messed up, being braggy, oh, I never mess up. No, it's that the reason I say that is because I'm really good at picking up fast. And I'm also really good at hip-hop. Hip-hop is a strong area of mine. I'm really good at picking up fast, and I'm really good at remembering. And I'm good at, and I'm good at hitting every element and making every single move amazing. Or, as full out as I possibly can. Really big and amazing. So, for me, I generally with that. It was interesting. And so I when I forgot, that's the first time I ever forgot a huge section or a good section. And so for me, I don't know what it was. And I say this is honestly true. I feel like I freaked myself out. I psyched myself out. And that's generally a bad thing, but also not a bad thing. What I mean is I don't get in my head so much that I forget something is that I get in my head in a way negatively, but I do it in a way to prove myself wrong. I use like something that can be negative, I use it as a positive. And so like, wondering what I mean by that is like what I do is not easy. And I'll say this because I literally had a family member once stand up say to my face that they could never do what I do because of how nerve wracking it is. Like, what I do is not easy. And I'll say that, like, there's constantly something like, there's constantly that thought in my head of like, oh, like professional people are watching the professional, like, people who are like, professional, like, dance teachers and stuff are training me and they're also pointing out my mistakes. Like, they're giving me corrections and stuff. And also knowing I'm out in the spotlight. Like, I dream of getting to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. I actually only dream bigger than that, but that's like the next goal. 1,000 subscribers. Like, if you can hit past 100, that's gonna be like a starting like happy point. Like, what I mean by that is I love all of my fans. I'll like always say that, like, this is true, that fans and followers generally are important. Like, doing what I do, that's important because that's kind of what it, in a way, not what it's about, but it also is a part of what it's about. Because what I do, you want to be noticed in a good way. Like, you want, like, fans and followers. Like, the more they like your stuff, the more followers and fans you have. Like, that's great. And that is something that, like, is a part of it, and it's part of the joy. But there's also much more to it. That's, like, the bigger thing of, like, the, like, training really hard to make my dreams happen, and also just the part of like loving it so much that like if I can show you guys that I love it so much without talking, without hands down sitting here saying I love what I do. Like, yes, saying that is great. Yes, you guys, I'm sure you enjoy it. Like, oh, this person is like confident in themselves, and stuff. But it's a lot, and that is true. Like, if I can like just through dancing and show you, like, for an example, if I'm doing a hip hop routine for you guys and you're watching it, and which I actually plan, and I might do a video about a hip hop routine soon. I don't know yet, but if I can literally show you just from my dancing and my facial expression and my performance of that hip hop routine that I'm loving it, that's gonna in a way make you wanna like love it. Like, I feel like that's good. Like, that's a really good thing. And I say this because it's true. I'm not an emotional person. I am the one that, well, I wouldn't say I'm not, I'm not the one that talks about my emotions. And I feel like with dance, that's my way. It's like, I don't ever dance to like get emotions out there. Literally, I don't do any of that. Like, dance is not my way of telling my emotions. And like that, don't even talk about like talking about emotions, because that's just not me. Well, I mean, is don't talk about it with me or try to like get me to say emotions. Like, I feel like with dance, it's something that like training to be a pop star is much more than that, because it's like I don't have to speak. I don't have to let you guys know my emotions or anything. I'm the type where like dance is just something fun to avoid all emotions. It's like I get up there and I have fun. And I don't get up there. I dream of getting up there. So for me, I love training to be a pop star. Or it's something that is not easy, and I know it's not easy, and I feel like there are some people out there, I'm sure, that are well, not that they don't believe in me, but more of they know it's not easy, and we'll see what my future has. But I know that it's not easy. But I'm gonna do everything I can to make it my career, make it my life. Because, well, not make it my entire life, because obviously my life consists of other things, like I being XOD Pop's biggest fan, and being the Seaver family's biggest fan, and the squad. And then playing with Sam and talking to Bella and hanging out. My entire life does not revolve around being a pop star. A huge amount of my life does, but it's not my entire life. Playing with Sam, there's other elements. But I just overall love it. And with it, it's the thing that it's just, I love it. And so for me, the bigger joy out of it is just doing it. And there is a lot because I'm constantly trying to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. I'm constantly knowing that I'm really famous professional people are watching it. And I'm constantly getting to in a way meet famous people and then but in a way almost have to act professional. And what I mean by that is there time when I took the turns class with Rebecca Chambers, I was freaking out with excitement. But I had to play it professional and act calm, even though I was actually freaking out with that. According to Wikipedia. Alexa, stop. Sorry, my Alexa went off. Peace out.